All right, guys, girls, people of the world, what is going on? It's me, Swag on Zero, and I have the man with the plan if you need him. Yes, Shazam, Mr. A&E.
What's going on, everybody?
Hope you are feeling good. This year had a lot of great games. I don't know about you, but I played some excellent games this
I,
year.
I have played and I have witnessed some excellent games.
Mhm. Gotcha. But we are finally at the time of that year where we have to vote for the Game Awards. The Game Awards is coming December 10th. I'll most likely do a live reaction on that, just like I did last year. But I'm excited for it, so to see what we're going to do. Of course, we got the categories, so you're going to see us vote for what we believe in. I did a little sneak peek on that during the Miles Morales stream, but I wanted to do it with Mr. A and E as well to get his opinion about a couple things because
Appreciate that.
he's it definitely some things we do need to uh, to acknowledge in here.
Every year.
So yeah. So if you don't mind, you're actually taking control of this. So if you
Okay.
don't mind scrolling down,
Well, this is the
we're gonna
game of
start.
the year section.
Yep, game of the year. Actually, your screen looks better than mine because my I had to scroll through mine. Yours just all out there. So we have Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizon, and Last of Us Part 2. I'm gonna say it out the gate. I've said it before. Ghost of Tsushima is my game of the year, and that's what I'm personally voting for.
Honestly, here's the thing. I can I watched you play Ghost of Tsushima. It looks like a beautiful game.
Hmm.
I heard the problems with The Last of Us. Like some people, I still have people that I've watched to say that they enjoy the first one better. But
I agree with that.
I am not in no. I have no power to say anything. I didn't play them,
Hmm.
but for some reason, it feels like Animal Crossing may steal this one only
I don't.
because it was the game that was the feel good game that everybody had at the beginning of the pandemic.
You're right. The thing about that game, it came out at the right time.
The
It
timing was
came out at the
everything when it
right
comes to
time.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it came out at the right time. I don't think for this category, I don't think it's going to win Game of the Year. It's going to win another category, but I don't think it's going to win this.
Well,
I gotta give it to Ghost of Tsushima for this.
honestly, the game of the year probably should go to Ghost of Tsushima. However,
Hmm.
by video game biases, which every award show has biases, is probably go to The Last of Us Part Two.
I know, and
And,
I don't want that to
and
happen.
I would
If it
not,
does, it's
but
rigged.
I would not be shocked if Animal Crossing wins it.
Okay, if now Ghost of Tsushima doesn't, now if this is a gamers voting thing and not no corporate anything anywhere, it's either Ghost of Tsushima. I'm hearing excellent things about Hades. I watched it stream. It looks fun. It's on the Switch. It looks like a game you may want to play.
Oh, third
Um,
person.
yeah, it's like top down,
Oh boy.
kind of.
Uh
It.
huh.
I'll send you a video so you know what it looks like. If you see it, but it looks really good. It looks really good, and I hear great things about it.
Uh
But
huh.
that and Final Fantasy VII Remake, one of those three, I feel like are going to win. If Last of Us Two wins, then this is rigged. This is
Most
rigged.
likely, yeah.
There's no way. Um, so yeah, you could
Yeah.
go.
I'm sorry, I had to
Oh,
change
dang,
my
you switched.
background.
I
I forgot.
forgot you had the Christmas.
I had the Christmas joy still in the background. I'm like, let me get that off real quick.
All right, next category:
This is best game direction. Did you
best
want to do
game
that?
direction. So we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half Life, Alex, and Last of Us Part Two. For the direction they took, Final Fantasy VII Remake has
I, I
got my
was
vote
thinking that this is the one that's going to be the one.
because in a way that wasn't even a remake. It was like remaking the timeline.
Mm.
So it took everyone per win. So every lore of Final Fantasy VII that came out was addressed in this game, and I thought that was excellent the way they wrapped that up beautifully. Um, I'm sure with corporate they're going to be like, well, Last of Us 2 went a daring direction by killing the main character in the first 5 minutes of the game, but it's that's also stirred up controversy.
Yes,
My vote goes to Final Fantasy VII Remake for that.
I agree. Okay. Uh, Best narrative. Now, once again, I have not played the games to be into the story, other than just
Hmm.
watching them, obviously.
Hmm.
So, in your opinion, which one grants the best story?
I've seen a lot of good. I've seen a lot of things on Hades that was great,
Hmm. I gotta play this
but
Hades thing.
yeah, I gotta finish it because it's an indie game. It's an indie game,
Indie games
and
give what? So that must mean it ain't that expensive then.
oh yeah, it's I think it's like 20 maybe. I think it's definitely on the Switch because I was thinking about getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when I get a game for the Switch, it's like
It's groundbreaking, like the
it,
table shaking. You know.
um, this one is between Ghost of Tsushima and Final Fantasy for me. I would
Okay.
say I would give Ghost of Tsushima the edge because Final Fantasy VII had a lot of filler and slow points in there. Where
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima, I could continuously play that.
Side note, don't you hate when you turn off the fan because it's too much air and it instantly get hot again?
Yep.
No, I hate that.
Yeah.
Best art direction. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, or what was it? Ori and the Will
Ori
of the
Will of the
Wisps,
Wisp and
and
Last
The
of Us
Last of
Part
Us Part
2.
2. Well, from what I've
I,
seen, that Last of Us Part 2 is pretty damn beautiful to look at.
it's depressing to look at.
It is.
It's depressing. I'm still shocked that Last of Us. It is a very pretty game.
Uh-huh.
But if we're talking art style with outstanding creativity, the art style in Hades is excellent.
Mm.
The art style is excellent. It looks hand drawn, so I love hand drawn animations. So to me,
Okay.
I'll give it to Hades. A close second will be Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Oh, okay. See, I gotta
If
check out
you
these
never
games.
played that, that's a platformer. That's on the Switch as well. It's an Xbox company game, but I
Uh-huh.
believe it's on the Switch. Yeah, it's an Xbox Studio game, but I believe it is on the Switch. So I would highly check that out if you like platformers.
Love them. Best score and music. That's all you right there.
Okay. I don't know how The Last of Us got here, but it's Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori the Will of the Wisp, and Last of Us Part 2.
These characters, these categories be looking the same for the past 3 ones.
You know, it's the Video Game Awards.
Yeah,
You're not going to get diversity in this.
at all.
So
I'm about to say, okay.
now, I have an alarm set in the morning, and every morning it starts off with like Tekken music. The first song is Tekken, and then it just plays variety of video game music.
Uh-huh.
Doom Eternal's soundtrack is incredible. It's really high paced and action packed. I would give it to that or Final Fantasy VII Remake because they remixed that battle theme song like 80,000 different ways.
Mm.
And I feel like each employee that signed on to this project had to make a remix of that.
Ooh.
But I would say Doom Eternal will get the edge.
Okay.
Doom Eternal will get the edge.
Best audio design.
Yep. Doom Eternal, Half Life, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and Last of Us Part 2. I personally don't understand why Resident Evil 3 is on here.
Maybe until they can finally switch it up.
Maybe.
It's
But
been, the
I'll give
same,
it
it's been the same 8 games for the past 5
Man.
categories.
I give it the Ghost of Tsushima for this.
Okay, this is the
I'll give it
audio design. Okay.
yes. So like the way the sword, you pull out the flute, you can hear the little you can hear the flute hitting your cloak. So
Oh, okay.
they were paid a lot of attention.
Best
All right.
performances award the individual voice over is overacting, motion, and or performance capture. So we have, oh my goodness, we have Last of Us Part 2 twice, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Miles Morales Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
For the culture, Miles Morales. I'm being biased on that. I don't care.
I mean, I'm gonna be biased too, but however, Nige is pretty good. Like, cause he did it
Yeah,
also
he
in
is
Marvel
good.
Spider-Man,
He,
and
yeah, I like him better than Shamik Moore.
yes,
I like him better than Shamik Moore.
and I'm like, but once again, I mean, for the culture, I will agree that it most likely is probably going to go to Laura from Last of Us.
Last of Us is going to be it's going to be that Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out,
Oh,
where
God.
Red Dead Redemption got every single award, and I said at the end of that show, I was like, if for some reason God of War doesn't win, this whole award is BS.
Yep.
God of War won though, so I'm glad.
Games for impact.
I didn't play any of these.
Neither did I. So
I can't say anything about any of them.
Best ongoing.
Best ongoing game. So, you know,
That's
games that are
one.
just constantly getting updates.
Is it
Apex
Fortnite or
Legends.
Destiny?
Yeah. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. I didn't know people still played No Man's Sky, if I'm being honest. I thought that game died and stayed in the grave. Warzone has been great. They had a recent mode that I wish was still on there. It was like a zombie royale.
Yeah.
Like every time you die, you become a zombie and you have to kill someone.
Oh wow, that
was fun.
frightening.
But from what I've been hearing about Destiny 2, I will vote for that, but we all know Fortnite's going to win.
Probably so. Best indie game. So that's going to Hades, right?
Most likely.
Ooh, I forgot about Fall Guys.
I voted for Fall Guys, but I think Hades is going to win. Only because I just didn't get my hands on Hades. I've only been watching streams, whereas Fall Guys I played. So that's the only reason why.
Oh, you know I hate this category.
Best mobile game. Now, me and Flo the Rookie had a little debate about this. So it's Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legend of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix. I picked Genshin Impact. It's the best mobile game. He said Among Us is better. One, these games are way too different to be compared. Yeah. One's an RPG and one's just a straight multiplayer game. The scale they went with Genshin Impact is so incredible where some AAA games couldn't even get right. So just imagine an anime version of Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Oh.
And it's a free-to-play game. You can play free on your systems. You can play free on your phone. And the graphics looks just as good on the phone as it does on the consoles, which is incredible.
Well, usually I'll be at this time be like, well, maybe give it a try. I know I won't because I'll play mobile games. So
now it is coming to the Switch eventually.
Okay.
So it's absolutely free to play.
This is one of the categories I'm kind of a little upset about. Best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and
Valerian.
Thank you.
Valorant. Dag, I messed that up.
Thank you again too.
I guess Fall Guys.
I'm sorry. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid should be nominated for this category. They have one of the best communities there is out there for a game. The community alone is the reason why the game is doing as great as it is.
We'll get to that. We will get to that.
And I'm on their Twitter, and like I said, I follow a lot of gaming community stuff like that. There are games where that are so high on the docket, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, that the community just dies down, and there's some that they just forget about the game all in one. This community has been so strong with tournaments, everything, and the things keep rising. We also got another DLC coming out next month, and the community has just been so strong to the point where they can't even give up on this game now if they wanted to. And I thought that should have at least been highlighted. But the community winning, and this was going to be Fortnite because Fortnite has a bigger community, period.
Yeah. Maybe either Fortnite or Fall Guys.
Yeah.
One of the two.
They both have
updates in Fall Guys are quick.
Yes. Like, these guys, even though Battlefield has a big community also, and it's still growing, you can't touch Fortnite. So I'm just, I understand.
It's a juggernaut.
Best VR or AR, I don't play any VR.
Yeah, I can't say VR. I heard Squadrons was good. Star Wars Squadrons was really good on VR, but I can't say for sure.
No.
It'll probably go to Half-Life, if we're all honest.
Innovation and accessibility.
So pushing forward the technology, adding new mechanics and stuff.
Oh, okay.
We got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot, Last of Us Part 2, Watch Dogs Legion. Until I get my hands on Watch Dogs Legions or Assassin's Creed, because those are the two Ubisoft games that I've highly been interested in.
Uh-huh.
Which honestly came out in the same year, which I'm shocked at. I got to give it The Last of Us 2 because
Okay.
that's the only one I played.
Okay.
That's, to be fair.
Best action game.
Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life, Neo 2, and Streets of Rage 4.
I can't make a comment on this thing because I only played one game out of here. And like I said, even though I'm a huge Streets of Rage fan, I know it can't touch about a good amount of these games on here.
Yeah.
But for it to be
I
the
think Doom Eternal. Yeah. Streets of Rage 4 is great. I think Doom Eternal is going to win.
Okay.
I got to give it to Doom Eternal.
Best action adventure game. Whoo! Now we're getting into something serious.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori Will of the Wisp, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Last of Us Part 2. I'm still bittersweet about it's a bittersweet moment for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order because that was my game of last year.
Yeah.
That was my game of the year last year. And until I saw this, I forgot all about it.
So why is it for 2020 now?
It came out too late. So like how Smash Bros came out at the tail end of
Okay.
2019, it was 2018 it was considered 2019.
It's either
Same
between
thing with this.
It's either between Ghost of Tsushima or Jedi Fallen Order. As much as I love Miles Morales game and I played it, it is too short.
But the combat is very fluent. If we're basing it off action,
Or
I will put it higher in the scale.
Because they did definitely change a lot and make it like his own character opposed to just copy and paste from Spider-Man.
Right. Jedi Fallen Order feels too much like a Souls game where you're doing a lot of parries and blocking.
Okay.
So I wouldn't consider that action-y per se. Last of Us is hide and seek. It's pretty much. Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed Valhalla are probably the two that are going to get the spotlight the most.
Yeah.
But I will give it to Ghost and second place Miles.
Okay. Best role-playing game.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 2, Yakuza Like a
Wasteland
Dragon.
3. It's just 3.
Oh, Wasteland 3. Oh, my
Yeah.
mistake. Persona 5 Royale will probably get it. However, my argument is Persona 5 Royale is so great strictly because Persona 5 is great. So Royale was bound to be great either way.
What kind of game is it again? Because some Personas are fighting and some Personas like RPGs and stuff.
Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG.
Oh, okay.
It's a turn-based RPG, and yeah, it's a hugely popular game. I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy remake, of course.
Best fight.
Oh, here we are. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Under Night in Birth, whatever that is. Under Night in Birth EXE Late Clear.
Okay, so at first when you told me, I forgot that Ultimate is almost like considered a whole new game, just like Champion Edition is also.
Right.
And in my personal opinion, like I play Under Night in Birth. It's all right. It's a pretty decent game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they got a big update for it to be considered to be coming out in the category this year.
Yeah, this game is the update, pretty much.
The update,
just the balance fix. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of One Punch Man stuff. I'm not
getting. I didn't know you had been watching a lot.
Because when it comes to fighting games, I try to give all of them a chance. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I usually go and I watch somebody stream of it and check out the gameplay, see if I want to invest into it. Because like I said, you have the Mount Rushmore of what the games are. You got your Mortal Kombat style, Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Brothers.
Right.
So any other fighting game falls suit into that, unless you want to count the anime for the arena fighting games.
Right.
So you know what you're gonna get into. But then One Punch was a different style. Like I said, I'm not big on arena fighting games. I like them if they're done right. But it's just I think the way they have to do it and the way they have to use Saitama because of how OP he is.
Mhm.
can kind of take away from the game.
Right.
But in my personal opinion, the king who never should have lost in the first place gets his crown again this year.
Now, I have two things about this. I'm gonna start on the obvious one. One Punch Man shouldn't even be considered in this whatsoever, which I am still upset about. My Hero One's Justice 2 came out this year, which is a far better game
Uh-huh.
than One Punch Man Hero No One Knows.
They don't get nowhere near the love, and I don't understand why that is.
Right, and I mean, Bandai Namco still produces it. Now, this gives it a bad look because this is the second time in a row Spike Chunsoft, which is the developers of One Punch Man, A Hero No
Yeah.
One Knows, and the developer of Jump Force, 2 years in a row got nominated for Best Fighting Game of the Year. Not only does this look good for them, but it's going to have Bandai Namco go to them for more games like this, even though these games are low quality. Whereas Jump Force, it was more popular, so I can understand why it was being looked at. Where this is just complete utter garbage.
Like, I understood Jump Force last year, but I still think they should have had some love. If you can, I'm looking at all these video game nominations for Hades, right? You told me it was an indie game, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm like, Battle for the Grid is actually done. It's a lower company, but it's done by an actual company. Endway
Right.
Studios and is works with Hasbro.
Right.
Hasbro is a big company.
Right. And
And,
we've seen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I just felt as though that last year it got shafted in a bad way.
It did. It
It's
did.
got some recognition of getting nominated.
Yeah, and I hope it does. Because I mean, we seen with Among Us that late games, because Among Us came out in 2018.
Yeah,
We seen that games that are late can come to fruition now.
yeah.
So it kind of it is pretty heartbreaking that Power Rangers isn't getting the love it deserves from this field at least. And the other issue I have with it is I personally think it's unfair for like repackaging of games to be nominated again.
I agree, but also that just shows you like the slim version of fighting games we had this year.
Yeah, that too. I was also thinking that as well
Yeah,
because we didn't really have too many fighting games.
and like I said,
Um,
like, I don't mind some repackaging, but honestly, in my personal opinion, Ed Boon should have lost last year, but he did,
mhm,
and
yeah,
he lost to Smash Brothers. And I'm like, as great of a game that is, I say was is, I understand that it's hard to go up against Smash Brothers at that time. But when it comes to Ultimate, see now I play Ultimate now,
right.
and I have to say I'm having more fun because they changed the game. Now you haven't played it yet, have you?
Not yet.
They sped it up.
Oh, okay.
They sped up a little bit. If you go on easy and
Hmm.
just go try the computer is fighting back. Before easy, you can just destroy them and they get like a kickoff. They're actually fighting you now. And
Okay.
they changed up now when you go online or in tournaments, you can use your custom variant character now. So
Okay. Cool.
however you set them up, you can use that in tournaments now. Posted this the base model that they gave you last time.
Hmm.
And for me playing it, I can tell I was like when I was playing, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This feels a little bit fast. I'm not saying it zoom faster. There's still no run button, obviously, but I
Right.
can
Right.
tell that something has been sped up a little bit.
Okay.
There has been tweaking in the gameplay. And I think that the Combat Pack 2 characters with Rambo, Marine, and Melina is way better than Robocop, Fujin, and Shiva.
Okay.
I'm enjoying all three of those characters right now. All
Right.
three of
Right.
them. Opposed to when people just like, well, I want Fujin, I like Robocop, like something like that. It's like, give or take something like that. But this one, I'm enjoying all three. And like I said, it just the love that they put into the game and what they have added to these characters and the different things they keep updating. There's no way I see it losing, even to a powerhouse game like Street Fighter V Champion Edition.
Hmm.
So Mortal Kombat Ultimate is my pick, and I do
Gotcha.
recommend that you guys do play it.
Yeah. I'm gonna vote for Mortal Kombat 11 as well. I want to try out Grand Blue Fantasy, but I don't think it's going to compete with it.
Well, Grand Blue Fantasy is pretty good, but then people wait for Guilty Gear, and
yeah,
and also because Grand Blue Fantasy has a very bare bones roster.
right.
Very bare
I know
bones.
I think they're on their second season pass now.
Yeah, and I think we just got to like what 15, 16 characters now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, you it's like if when you have a base fighting game, whether it would be a solo fighting game or a team fighting game, my personal opinion, the base needs to have 20 plus characters in there at least.
Yeah, I think 11, because I think they had 11 base characters. I think that's good for a new IP.
Fair, I'll give you that.
For a
One.
new IP, I think 11 is good. Now, do you think it's fair for repackaged or updated games to be nominated for stuff like this? Because if that was the case, I feel like Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 3, if they just package it as Dragon Ball FighterZ Ultimate, I feel like this will definitely be nominated.
I would say yes and no because it's depending on what the repackaging is. Adding a season pass to like, okay, Power Rangers is adding their season pass Season 3. Tekken is adding Season 4. Then you have Dragon Ball's added Season 3, which are not done yet. And so far, they're doing little tweaks and they're just adding characters, opposed to Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, who's been at war ever since the beginning. Or instead, they actually repackaging their games to give you the best final version. Like Champion Edition is way different from Arcade Edition.
Right. And I felt like that with the Season 3 of Fighters, because once they added multiple assists now, they added new moves for certain characters. They repatched it. Same thing with Tekken, where they updated some of the moves. They gave new characters moves. They added new characters. So I just trying to figure out to distinguish between repackage and then, updating.
I mean, I do agree. And I think that when it comes to those companies, they don't do a lot of repackaging. It's like you get this game and it's going to be updated constantly.
Right.
And then like, because I don't know. It's really kind of hard to explain because people's like, was Ultimate the last version of Mortal Kombat? Which I don't think it is. And Champion Edition was the last version of Street Fighter, but now we're still getting additional DLC, the final DLC for Street Fighter. So, and honestly, it's probably because of the landscape of the fighting game community. Like we took a hit this year.
Yeah, and I know 6 has been pushed back. Street Fighter 6 has been it's been pushed back.
I mean, the pandemic hurt everything, and like I said, then we had the whole thing where Evil got canceled. It wasn't because of the pandemic; it was because of other things. So the fighting game, the FGC took a hit this year. So but with the Mortal Kombat bouncing back with it, Mortal Kombat needs to win it. And first of all, this category right here alone, to me, looks like everyone was sorry for last year. It's like,
we had no choice.
Somebody who wins the award every year, they're in it since NRS was a thing, and all of a sudden, this Smash Brothers come out of nowhere and they took the award last year to the point where it's just like, all right, but then we can't even get season pass characters too. So this is like a, to the king, we sorry. That's how I feel like it is. Best family game.
So Animal Crossing New Horizon, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, and Paper Mario Origami King. I'm gonna give it to Animal Crossing on this. Either Animal Crossing or Crash Bandicoot.
What'd you say?
Animal Crossing or Crash Bandicoot?
It's not going to Crash Bandicoot. It's not going to Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot, but Crash Bandicoot will make you leave your wife. Okay. Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yeah, that's not a family game.
Oh man, there have been so many times that my wife just came into the door. I'm like, shut the fuck up, and she do nothing because Crash will have you so stressed out, and especially Crash 4. I'm just like, wait a minute. Like I'll be playing it, and I'll be like, I don't even remember it being this way back in the day. Like Crash 4 got me so twisted that I be playing it first and then I go back like, should I have recorded that? Because I'm like, it took me 2 hours to do this, and I was like, now since I know how to do it, maybe I should go back and do it again, type thing. So,
I
but
don't know if I should play it now.
I mean, if you enjoy platforms like Crash Bandicoot, then yeah, sure. But there are a couple of stages I'm just like, that damn platform shit bothers the fuck out of me. So it's either going to be Animal Crossing or the Mario Live Circuit, because that was an actual great idea. But if you ain't got space in your house or carpet, then it ain't going to work.
I'm not playing that.
Because
I'm not
that car gonna get stuck like then my daughter gonna just knock it over, and I'm like, no, it's probably gonna go to Animal Crossing on that one. And Mario don't need no more wars.
Yeah, this is a win for Nintendo. This is definitely a win for Nintendo.
Best sim and strategy games.
I did not play any of those.
Neither do I. I was like, I got a headache looking at them. Best sports and racing games. Okay, so I do play sports games.
I'm being biased. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Okay.
I wasn't a big fan of Tony Hawk, like I previously said before. But the resurgence of this could mean more skateboarding games. We already got the confirmation of Skate coming back.
Yeah.
But I want this, if we get Skate back, that means SSX might come back. That means, Freak Style might come back. I want all of that extreme sports. It's coming back.
I will tell you right now, I see who's not on this list. Man didn't make this list. And it didn't need to.
Yeah, that Snoop Dogg is still that Snoop Dogg lives rent free.
If they're talking about the 2K21 next gen, it goes
most likely. Yeah, most likely 2K.
It goes to 2K. If this is just the PS, because this is the cover for the PS4 version.
Okay.
Zion Williams is on the cover of the PS5 version.
Okay.
If they're talking about the PS4 version, it goes to Tony Hawk. If they're talking about the PS5 version, the next gen version, it goes to 2K21.
Gotcha.
FIFA is like, all right, because
everyone loves FIFA for some reason.
Like FIFA, and I'm not into the racing games like that. So
I'm surprised.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm surprised Captain Tsubasa is not on here.
I don't even know what that is.
The anime soccer game.
Oh, that's right. It came out, and we wanted to play.
Yeah. I'm surprised that's not on here because there was a lot of talk about that when it came out.
Yeah. Best multiplayer.
Animal Crossing New Horizon, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Valorant. Among Us.
Going to Among Us. Oh no, it's going to it's going to Animal Crossing. Excuse me.
No, I don't think the multiplayer is that good on there.
Oh, Animal Crossing?
Multiplayer isn't that good on here. You just visit your friend's island. Whereas Among Us, you literally have a war between your friends.
Playing?
Yeah, plant. You make your own island. People can come over. They just look at crops and like, yeah, that's my garden. Whereas Among Us, you literally have a knife to your friend's throat. Like I found out a lot of my friends are liars, like really good ones because of Among Us.
Yeah, and then I found out during the election.
Oh man.
Content creator of the year. Okay, I don't see us on there, so we're gonna pass it.
I only know two of them. I only know two of them. Alana, because she was part of IGN.
Okay.
And I know Valkyrie. Only because I just ran into her videos.
I'm going with the sister.
Yeah, I voted for her too.
I'm going with the sister.
I voted for her too.
Best debut.
Best debut game. I don't know any of these games, but I saw Maximilian do stream Mortal Shell, and it looked awesome.
Okay.
I am not a Souls guy, so I would never play it.
There you go. Best esport. Oh, you serious? Okay. This is really.
Wawa's not on. There's no FGC character on here, so I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the best esport person, and oh my god, it's like the running stereotype for it. Like seriously, it's the run. The only one that got a cool picture is this guy right here. Only
That is a
one they
nice
got a
picture.
cool picture, bro. Your bangs right here. I'm just saying, I'm like, my God, where's my man Sonic Fox and any of these kind of things like that?
Side from what I know, took a break.
Yeah,
He hasn't been in the Fighters World Tour this year. But if we were talking about FGC, you got to put Wawa on there. You got to put MK Leo on here.
yeah.
Like
There's a lot of
you,
you got to put on.
there's a lot of people you got to put on here.
And first of all,
Arslan Ash.
I don't know what Sonic Fox was doing, but he been playing Mortal Kombat 11 on his YouTube channel, and he been using Terminator. I'm just like, how do he make Terminator look like I'm using him wrong? I'm like, how did he make the slowest character in the game look like I'm using him wrong? I can't stand it. But they got coaches for these motherfuckers.
Yeah. See, okay, these last categories I don't know. Best esports coach, best.
Coach.
They talk about best. They best talk about best hosts. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. Best esports event.
It's going to League of Legends because League of Legends is too popular. But Evo didn't happen this year, sadly.
Yeah,
and they're not talking about the online fighting tournaments, sadly. So
gotcha. Best esport game. Okay, so that's definitely going to Fortnite.
Oh no, it's going to League. It's going to League.
Who?
It's going to League of Legends.
Oh, League of Legends. Okay, cool.
That's a juggernaut that Fortnite cannot take down.
Oh, all right. Best esport. Okay. Oh, I don't see.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know these either.
Okay, so he's brown, right? Hispanic.
Mendez, maybe.
Vote. Okay. Esports. Yo, look at these teams. They all look the fucking same.
Yo, that one looked like Nick for a second in Team Secret.
I need us to get like a diversity team for us. You know what I'm saying, to be on it.
So let's make one.
Yeah, right.
Where's Tasty Steve's team? Isn't he got a team? Doesn't he got a team? But yeah.
All right, so that's all the categories so far, it seems like.
Yeah, that's all. And we'll find out what, hopefully our picks, are correct on the December 10th. That's when we'll be watching the Video Game Awards. I will most likely be streaming it if my internet connection is good. I do need a new Ethernet switch. So hopefully we'll get that figured out. But yes, thank you for joining me, Mr. A&E. I really felt like you had to take part in this. So especially for the fighting game conversation, because I was going to add that in the podcast, but I was like, you know what, we might as well package it all in together.
Exactly. So, I'm saying, hey, abuse the Zoom while we got it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But thank you for joining us. Make sure you make that like button blue, and if you want to stay, make the subscribe button gray. I don't know if that rhyme will stay, but no. Okay, we'll ask the rapper.
We'll ask the rapper. We'll probably get it in 2022.
If we're lucky. He's booked. All right. Thank you for joining us.